I just bought a bunch of bizarre, strange, unusual, weird dolls. And as always, today we're gonna open them and decide if they are really weird, or if they're kind of cool, or if they're a little bit of both. Let's jump right into it. Oh, okay. This one is more so just the name of the doll is what I think is really funny. You'll see why. So this right here is Mommy's Secret Surprise. And Mommy's secret surprise is that she's pregnant with twins.
Mommy's surprise.
It's Mommy's secret surprise. The sweetest newborns anywhere. A baby girl and boy to share. Mommy's secret surprise. Nothing is more wonderful than being a mother.
And I just think it's so funny that it's called Mommy's Secret Surprise. Like, maybe it's the fact that she's having twins. That's maybe the secret surprise. Maybe we all know that Mommy is pregnant and Mommy's having a baby, but we didn't know Mommy was having twins. Just imagine if she did keep the fact that she's pregnant a secret and she's just, surprise, I'm having kids. I just think it's hilarious. Anyways, over here it says Mommy's pregnant, she's having twins. And then down here, what does it say? It says, hear the babies cry when they are born. And then right here it says Mommy's little secret. It's just such a funny name. Like, what's her secret? Who's the father? I feel like there's more to the secret. Anyways, there's some information here on the back of the box. This is by Hasbro from 1993. And I think that Mommy here is actually really pretty. This doll is cute. So here she is. She is heavy. Like, she's definitely... Is she having triplets? Her face is cute. And we've got the little pink, like, bows or flowers, and her hair, she's got the blonde hair. She feels very hefty. Oh, and her hips are really wide, like more wide than your average, like Barbie, you know what I mean? Like pretty wide. She's got her belly, right? There's an arrow painted on her belly telling us to roll this off to the side, I think. The babies are supposed to cry when they get born. Now, we also have some milk bottles, birth certificates, and pink heels for Mom because she is wearing heels as she's delivering these babies. So let me see. I think underneath her panties, I apologize, but I'm just gonna slide these down. And then back here, there's this. And I doubt the batteries are still working. Let me just read the instructions and we'll test it. Mommy's Secret Surprise. Mommy's Secret Surprise is equipped with a light sensor and is designed for inside play, never exposed to sunlight, as direct exposure to sun rays could trigger crying, even if the babies are still inside Mommy's tummy. That's so interesting. Okay, I'm just like trying to test this out right now. I'm trying to move the belly, but the belly feels like it's stuck. And by the way, this came before Pregnant Midge, okay? This is way before Happy Family Midge. And I don't remember seeing any news articles about Mommy's Secret Surprise being some controversial doll. But for whatever reason, Midge got all the backlash. Okay, I don't know why it, like, I can't open this. I'm afraid I'm gonna break it. Oh, okay, we're getting somewhere. I was able to flip it over to the flat side. Oh, and then you can pull this out. Okay. So the belly goes like all the way around. You can go from pregnant to flat and then pregnant again. Okay, let me give her new batteries and then we will birth the children. Okay, I think I cleaned it as best I can, and it says that that's terrifying. She's like light, it's a light sensor. That's what triggers the crying sound. That was the most unsettling cry. Like, I thought it would be like a cute, like type of cry, but that was like crazy. Okay, so let's do this. I'm sorry that her pants are down again, but you can't see her face or anything. I apologize. Like, it's a big moment for her. Like, but okay, this dress is just so big. Should we just like remove the dress? I wish I had a proper gown to put her in, but what we have to do is flip her stomach to the flat side, and then we have to open this compartment. There's like a trap door. Yeah. And there's the babies. So here we go. Oh my goodness. So we've got, they are anatomically correct. This one is the girl and this one is the boy. And the only way you would know the difference is by looking down there. Yeah. Anyways, Now we can put her stuff. Oh my goodness, that's like so, it's just unsettling. Okay, now we can put the lid back on, and then we can push this to go this way. Now, I wish that she was able to bend her, oh jeez. Now, I wish that she could bend her arms so that way she could actually hold the babies. But the babies do have articulated legs and arms, so you could bring their legs out and bring their arms to their side or bring their arms up. So there's articulation. I think the doll is really pretty. The outfit's okay. It's very garish. It feels very 80s, but that's it. So now we can put the babies back inside, and this thing's gonna start crying again. I hate that. I would not want to play with this. Like, I would not want to open this and hear that cry. It's like a blood curdling scream. So, oh my god. But there we go. We can put the twins back in there. That's cute. It's like they're in there and they're together. And then we can flip this back so she can be pregnant again. And that was Mommy's little secret. Our next doll is right here. As you can see, I broke out Barbie. Now, there's actually, spoiler alert, no Barbies on today's video. I did a whole video dedicated to strange, bizarre, weird, unusual Barbies, so go check that out. Instead, right here, we have the unexpected predecessor to Barbie. I want to bring her into the mix as well. But when Barbie first came out, and up till today, for the most part, we see Barbie as a wholesome, family-friendly figure who's supposed to be aspirational. Sure, there's the whole conversation about beauty standards. But aside from that, Barbie is really different from a character like, say, Jessica Rabbit or Betty Boop, who are a little more risque. They tap a little more into a different fantasy than Barbie. However, Barbie, as we know it, may not have existed if it wasn't for one of these more risque characters. Of course, all you Barbie fans already know who I'm talking about. And really, like, this doll is not bizarre or strange or unusual, but what is sort of bizarre is, like I said, Barbie's origins are pretty far from this family-friendly, wholesome figure. So again, it's more so the lore here that is potentially bizarre, but I've wanted one of these in my collection for forever. So finally, here is Miss Bild Lilli.
Formvollendete Püppchen, in diesem Falle aber mehr für die großen Kinder, auf der traditionellen Spielzeugmesse in Nürnberg.
And she's very, very wobbly. She is strung together with elastic strings inside of her body, but she's actually so cute. Now, I do have to say, this is a Bild Lilli clone. If you want a real, original Bild Lilli, those are hard to find and they're expensive. So this is the best thing I could get. And I do think that it's a pretty close, pretty genuine example of Bild Lilli. And you can see next to this reproduction, #1 Barbie right here, you can see the similarities there. So if you don't know the lore behind this, let me just give you a very quick, brief storytelling from the wonderful Janine Finnick. There are lots of videos here on YouTube covering Bild Lilli and her history and sort of where she's at today. But again, just to give you the quick little rundown, as history reports it, Mattel toy manufacturer Ruth Handler and her husband, Elliot, happened to be on vacation in Europe with their 2 children, Barbara and Ken, when they spied on an adult fashion doll standing in the window of a toy store in Switzerland. The doll was called Lilli, and she was based on the risque cartoon character of the same name from the German newspaper Bild. The handlers were intrigued and purchased several of the vampish dolls during their trip. Lilli soon inspired Miss Handler to create an American fashion doll with an extensive high fashion wardrobe, which she named Barbie, after her own daughter. And here in the book, we see a photo of a real Bild Lilli down there in the corner. And it even says in that little footnote that a lot of Bild Lilli's costumes were meant to be a little more provocative. So Lilli was not meant to be a children's toy. This is something that like a man could buy at a smoke shop and have as just like a little, again, risque caricature object in his room, or he could gift to his girlfriend as some kind of suggestion saying, like, doesn't she look great? I wish you looked like this. Again, there's lots of Build Lilli information that you can read up on online, but I do just think it is so fascinating and amazing, and again, a little bizarre how something like this, which is meant to be an adult novelty gag gift, turns into the world's biggest fashion doll. We would go from this to this, and we really owe it all to this Lilli character. Now, of course, this is not an original Build Lilli costume. I did buy a outfit that is, again, not an original Build Lilli outfit, but I feel like it's cute, and I maybe like it a little bit more than this one, so let's try on this outfit right here. I will definitely have to give this doll a good restoration because you can just see how loose and flimsy she is, and a fun thing about the Build Lillis is that they had molded on shoes, so their shoes could not come off the way that Barbie's could. They would also have holes in their feet, and they would stand on their doll stand the same way that the original #1 Barbie would. So the very first Barbie would also have holes in her feet. Okay, so here she is in this outfit. Now, I would love to find or even make some more outfits that look a little bit more like an original Build Lilli outfit. Original Build Lillis would also have molded and painted earrings, just like this clone doll has. And another thing that I think is true about real Build Lillis, they would not have any markings on their bodies. That's just what I believe to be true. So this one, you can see it says made in Hong Kong, and real Build Lillis were made in Germany. We could even dress her up like this, so she's got the little shirt underneath. Now, Lilli came out in 1995. She was manufactured by a company called Greiner and Hauser. She would come in this 11.5-inch size and also about a 7-inch size. In 1959, the first Barbie was released, and in 1964, Mattel acquired the rights to Lilli, and then production of Lilli dolls essentially ceased. And I do want to make it clear, while lots of people think that Lilli was just this sensual, provocative, risque character, she really was just a confident, smart, hardworking woman. Yes, she was materialistic and loved fashion, but ultimately Lilli was just someone who knew how to work her charm. Yes, while Lilli started off as this doll of a character from this adult comic strip, she would end up being sold in some children's toy stores in Europe along with her fashions or furnitures, because how could anyone, any age, not look at this and be like, this is so much fun. I want to dress her up and display her. But anyways, that's Build Lilli. Here's another look at original Barbie next to Build Lilli. There are a lot of similarities. There are also a lot of subtle differences. But again, overall, I don't think this would exist, at least not in the way that we know it, if it wasn't for this provocative, adult, male fantasy-esque character. So that is the bizarre background and origins to Barbie. All right, our next doll was released around 2013, and you could say it was very, very inspired by Monster High, but also Disney.
Inside every girl, there's a little zombie and a little princess. Zombie Cinderella, zombie Rapunzel, zombie Snow White, zombie Sleeping Beauty, zombie Belle, and zombie Little Mermaid. Once Upon a Zombie Princesses. You can collect them all. Available at Argos, each sold separately.
So this is a Once Upon a Zombie doll, and these are zombie versions of fairy tale characters. This line, there would only be 6 different characters, and then there were some prototypes, but the prototypes got canceled according to Once Upon a Zombie wiki. So unfortunately, it seems like this collection maybe was not super successful. The company ultimately said that it didn't align with their core values. Honestly, I think it's kind of fun, especially, again, this is back when Monster High was all the rage, and these seem to be decent quality. I'm looking at her right now. She has inset eyes, rooted lashes, articulation. There's some fun things going on with this, but let's go ahead. Let's take her out and get a closer look. But I guess these dolls were manufactured by Pamsum Entertainment. Does she not have shoes? Is it because she's a zombie she doesn't come with shoes? That's kind of annoying. Like, people are buried wearing shoes. I don't know why she would not have shoes. Even when you become a zombie and you come up from your grave. If you're wearing your outfit, you would still be wearing your shoes, right? But she does come with a doll stand, but I would have preferred shoes. Okay, here we go. So we do have a doll stand. It says Once Upon a Zombie. She also came with a hairbrush. Okay, so this is our Snow White zombie. Again, I'm actually really impressed with the rooted eyelashes, the inset eyes. She's got the little like stitches on her face. The eye makeup is nice. The eyebrows and how they're like kind of tapering off. The hair is fine. It's, you know, some of it's shedding a little bit, but it's in these pigtails, which are fine. But it's just like she has this huge chunk of hair right here that's like really short. The hair definitely looks messy. Like, she definitely looks like she's been dead for a couple centuries. She has a rose in her hair. Her dress is gold with this sort of greenish blue skirt. We've got the red belt right here with the skull in the middle. There's also a little red detail around the sleeve right here. It feels like Snow White, Disney's version of Snow White, and these are not Disney licensed. These are not supposed to feel too similar to Disney. Otherwise, that could be an issue. And I wonder if that was a part of the issue, if that maybe has anything to do with why they were canceled. But she also has articulation at the elbow, the wrist, and also at the knee. I actually think this is a fun doll. Yes, it is kind of a bizarre, maybe creepy, unusual concept, like our, you know, dead princesses, zombie fairy tale characters. But you know what? This was the time when death and zombies and vampires in dolls were all the rage, thanks to Monster High. So I feel like this is a really good product of its time. And again, I think the quality is not bad. All right, our next doll right here is supposed to not be creepy. It's supposed to be a little more wholesome. It's definitely unusual. So it is a Welch's Fruit Snacks doll. No, I'm totally kidding. It's just our doll is packaged in this Welch's Fruit Snacks box. Oh my gosh, but I am so excited. So this right here is Pinkie Cooper.
Hi, I'm Pinkie Cooper.
Nothing looks better than friends together.
And these are my friends, Ginger, Pepper, and our jet set pets. From Beverly Hills to Paris, we travel the world spotting the hottest trends to post on my fashion blog. We love styling our mix and match hair, even on our pets. New Pinkie Cooper dolls and accessories, each sold separately.
And these are fashion dogs. These were released around 2013, but look at this. I think it's so cute. The little dog. I mean, they're both dogs, but like she has a baby dog with her, and here's the back of the box. Like, wow, the outfits are so cute. Again, we also have inset eyes and rooted eyelashes, and yeah, this is from 2013 from the Bridge Direct company. And these dolls they're very unique, okay? I love this packaging though. It feels so Parisian and fabulous. This girl is Pinkie from the Beverly Hills. Let's slide this out. Here we go. Oh my goodness. Oh, yikes. Okay, we lost some stuff, but I'm so excited. This outfit is so cute. Okay, oh, it was a hairbrush. I'm just gonna leave it. Wow, yeah, this is very cool. Okay, so one last time, here's the box, right? We see this. We've got some instructions here. I think these are just instructions on how to change out the ears, the hair. You could swap them maybe with, if you have a whole collection, you could just switch out their hair and switch out their fashions and whatnot. So let's see, how do I take her out of here without ruining this? Okay, I think I was able to do it. Oh my gosh, she is so precious. Again, yeah, kind of strange. Like, it's a dog with a human body, really. And then, you know, she has paws, but she's got like human feet and she's wearing human clothes. The hair is really pretty. It's this two-tone brown and blonde. The face and the makeup and the painting is adorable. The brown eyes, the eyelashes, this jacket with the fuzzy, furry collar, the button details, like the quality here is very impressive. Do we have... Yeah, we've got a bend and snap knee, and there's also a twist in the elbow. It's not really like a bend in the elbow, but it's a twist. We have these pink sunglasses that are adorable, and they almost look like they would fit her dog. Oh, we also have this hat. This little hat is so cute. And then, yeah, the ears pop out of there. I'm not going to take off the ears just because I don't have other ears to swap them out with. She also comes with this pink bag. And then here's the dog. It's all molded, so there's no real brushable hair on this dog, but I think it's adorable. The collar, the little like fake diamonds and the gold is very elegant. And I love the pink paws, the closed eyes with the eyelashes. I think these are so fun. And I bet you could pop these out. Yeah, you could pop out their ears and swap them with other characters. So the collar on the dog matches the belt on Pinkie's top. And we also do have this hairbrush right here. I love this. Yes, it is kind of unusual, but I think she is so fashionable. I want more. Oh, and by the way, Pinkie Cooper was invented by Carter Bryant, who also invented Bratz, and he also used to work for Mattel. Sadly, Pinkie Cooper was discontinued about a year after its release. And the name Pinkie Cooper came from Carter Bryant's sister's actual dog, whose name was Pinkie Cooper. Okay, our next doll is definitely like something I've never seen before. And if you've never seen this before, then let me introduce you to Kiki, the fashion tiki.
Little girls beware. Don't you hear the drums? From the darkest corner of the world comes the power that will shake your soul and turn the fashion world upside down. It's Kiki, the fashion tiki, the doll that wants to be your best friend and evil's worst enemy. Each Kiki doll has been blessed by the High Priestess Mobulu to guarantee your safety. Just take Kiki to bed with you and kiss, kiss, kiss those evil spirits goodbye. Monsters in the closet? No problem. And once the coast is clear, get ready for the ultimate fashion show. But remember, Kiki's changing.
Hey, no Pinkie my tiki.
Also coming soon, deluxe talking Kiki.
Let's go shopping. Love your hair. Nice shoes. Wanna play?
I got the toys.
Now, this doll, she's got some history to her, and the back of the box tells us a little bit about that. So, let me inform you. Kiki, the fashion tiki, was first introduced to the world in 1966 by the legendary Gobbler Toys. Many grown-ups found her appearance to be unsettling, but little girls couldn't get enough of her exotic looks and edgy fashions. She became one of the best-selling dolls in the 60s and spawned dozens of wannabes, including Birch Babies and Michelle the dress-up gazelle. I love up here at the top of the box, it says this: "It's a fact. Bad things happen to good people every day. With Kiki, the fashion tiki, you can protect yourself from unseen danger while having fun. Simply brush her hair once a day to keep bad things away." And down here, it just says that the hair brushing thing to keep bad spirits away is just a joke, or bad things away is just a joke. Now, if you're thinking to yourself, I've never seen or heard of this tiki doll or this Gobbler toy company before, it's because it's not real, okay? This is fake history. This is a spoof. This is supposed to be a parody of 1960 toys. Technically, this doll is not meant to be taken seriously, but I wanted to include her anyways. But this doll right here came out in 2004 from the company Drastic Plastic. So let's get her out. Wow. Okay. Here she is. She's got pink lipstick, blue eyeshadow. She also has eyelashes. I love the flower in her hair. Of course, she's plastic. She's not made of actual wood. And she has the body of like a Barbie doll. She even has a bend and snap knee. She has these little pink bikini bottoms. She also has this pink little tube top and this beautiful floral lei as well. She has earrings also, and then her hair is like this blonde. You know, I would love to style her hair and give her just like a nice little something, you know? Maybe like her hair could be going off to the side over here, and she could work. Like this could be fierce. She needs a little more volume, I feel like. Lots of sculpted molded details here. Like we can kind of see maybe that's like her teeth and her tongue, and she's a vibe for sure. I kind of love her, and I'm excited to brush her hair and keep the bad things away. Hopefully good things will come to me now that I have Kiki. All right, this next one is not necessarily weird or bizarre, but she's very unique and she is a little unusual. But most of all, to me, she's very nostalgic. And there really are not many other dolls like her. So right here, we've got, you can already see who it is, Betty Spaghetty.
Have you heard about Betty? Betty Spaghetty! Meet Betty Spaghetty. She's a one-of-a-kind mix-and-match fashion doll that has everybody talking. Have you seen her style? You met her friend? You heard about Betty? Betty Spaghetty from Ohio Art. sets sold separately.
And this is Betty in space. This is Solar Ace in Space. These are from the Ohio Art Company, and this one came out in the year 2001. This is the packaging. Here is the back of the box. Oh, and we have this little booklet right here. So this book just shows other Betty dolls and some other things that you could buy to expand your Betty Spaghetti world. But Betty Spaghetti came out around 1998, and they are iconic for their pasta-like hair. Obviously, she's got the spaghetti hair, and their bendy bodies, and you can swap their arms, their legs, their clothes, their hair. Lots of things that you can do to customize and really create your own doll. So these dolls definitely inspire some creativity, in my opinion. Oh my gosh, her legs are so skinny and weird. It is weird, but it's fun and it's so different, and she's so shiny in real life. Like, her skirt is a little iridescent. This top is sort of glittery and clear and see-through. Her hands are huge. Her hands, yeah, why are her hands are so huge? I do not remember that. Oh, her arm fell out, so let's see. It should just pop in. Yeah. She's supposed to stay together. There we go. Yeah, and the arms are bendy. The legs, I think, too. Like, she could sit, but it's like she's sitting with like an inverted knee situation because she can't sit at the hip. Her head can come off, as you can see. Oh, maybe their hair doesn't come out. Or at least these ones, the hair doesn't come out. I thought that the hair was something that you could change. There's probably some where you could change the hair, but the face is very cute. I love this outfit, this little leg warmer situation. It's like, really, it's just beads. It's like introducing kids to doing like beading, maybe making like bracelets, things like that. I'm sure that there was a Betty Spaghetti set that allowed you to make a bracelet. That would be cool. And these shoes are so big and chunky, these pink boots right here. Okay, we've got our other friend right here. I guess this is maybe our outer space character. It's giving Xenon vibes. But I do love the hair blend here, the green and the pink and like the clear glittery plastic. I like the bangs a lot too, and the shirt has this little galaxy image, but the skirt is so fun, the ruffly skirt. And again, it's like hard plastic, but again, we can like pop out the arms. Oh my goodness. We can pop out the arms, for example. We could slide this thing off. I could put this on Betty. We could change their skirt. So I could pop off the legs, take off the skirt, pop off Betty's legs and her skirt. I could put this skirt on, and then we can put these legs over here. And now we have a different look. The set also came with more beads that you could use. I could spend hours swapping these parts and pieces. I think you get the idea. This is just a very quick, simple example of how you could swap out some parts like their skirts. I just think that if I was a kid, I would have lost these parts. Like, this is her leg. This is her leg. I would have lost this, and then I would have had a one-legged Betty Spaghetti, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with having one leg. So she's definitely someone who you'd have to be very careful with. And still, the hands, I'm just still a little confused. Like the hands are so big. It's almost like she's wearing skin flesh-colored gloves. So while these are a bit unusual, I think they're pretty fun. Our next doll came out in the 70s. She's by Hasbro. And this example that I have here is in pretty rough condition. I apologize, but here is Leggy.
Legs are in, and Leggy's got the legs to look at. Leggy's got the legs to look at, and you'll like to show her legs. Leggy with great long legs and crazy wild costumes. Leggy's got a dynamite look. Leggy's got the legs to look at, and you'll like to show her legs. Leggy, 4 different dolls, each with her own costume, each sold separately.
As you can see, what makes this doll unique is her very, very long legs. Leggy was released in 1972 and lasted about a year. Like I said, this one is in pretty rough condition. Her hair is very tangly and her outfit has a lot of stains on it. She's missing her shoes, she's missing her hat, but this is the best that I could find for now. I think these are really cute. I think the outfit is very fun. I can see why these maybe were not very successful. Like, yeah, the long legs is definitely unusual. It is a little bizarre. It's very unique. But I still think it's cute. I think the face is very adorable. The big blue eyes. Of course, we've got the blonde hair, the green top, the blue shorts, and the matching green socks. Like I said, she definitely needs a cleanup. I think she has potential. She doesn't have a lot of articulation. Like, there's no bend in the knee or in the elbow or wrist or anywhere. It's just at the head, the shoulder, and the hips. But I'm very excited to have her and to give her a deserved little spa day. This character is Jill. There were a couple other characters, and there were also other fashion packs that you could get for Leggy. But definitely, let me know what you think. Do the long legs, do they weird you out? Are they freaky? Or is it kind of cool? All right, this next doll, I don't know what this is. I didn't label it, so this will be a surprise. Okay. Oh, yes. All right, this one lives up to the name. Bizarre, for sure. Wow, this is Mattel Gorgeous Creatures from 1979.
Introducing Gorgeous Creatures, Cowbell, Miss Giddy-Up, and Miss Heavenly Hippo. Oh, the most glamorous, gaga, gorgeously outrageous little beastly beauties ever. We call them Gorgeous Creatures. Your kids will call them crazy fashion doll fun. Hit it, girls.
Gorgeous creatures, fashion features, lots of things for your kids to do. Gorgeous creatures dolls, new from Mattel.
This right here is Princess Pig. There's a bunch of dolls in this Gorgeous Creatures collection. So just like our Pinkie Cooper, this is almost like a predecessor. But instead of cute dogs, we've got more like zoo animals, like a pig. There's also Heavenly Hippo, Miss Giddy-Up, Cowbell, and again, Princess Pig. And right here it says, pretend she's in a restaurant. So let's get her out of this box. She looks also a little dirty. Wow, so her hat has these feathers, and the feathers are kind of flying all over the place. Her hair is saran, it seems like. Let me remove her hat really quick. I mean, she's kind of giving Superstar Barbie vibes with this boa that she's got. I'm just gonna remove this also. And yeah, her hair, ooh, her shoes are also like Barbie shoes, which is, again, no surprise because yes, these are by Mattel. She's got these pink mule pumps, and she's really tiny. She's maybe like 7 inches tall. She even has a Superstar Barbie necklace. And the earrings too. These are the same earrings that Superstar Barbies would have. That's so funny. I love that little crossover right there. And she has very waxy, shiny saran hair. Oh my gosh, and their heads seem like they can just pop off really, really easily. Wow. I'm like about to steal her Superstar necklace and earrings because they're like perfectly not discolored. They are like very clear and clean looking. Her outfit is this pink dress with this black lace frill on the end. She has stockings. She has these little faux gloves. She also has the ring. Like, she's wearing full Barbie jewelry right now. But yeah, sadly the feather on her hat is like shedding. Not much left of it, but I really love her. She's such a vibe. I actually want to get the other characters. Like, I really want Heavenly Hippo so bad. Now, we do have some accessories in here. And again, these just look like recycled Barbie accessories. So there's a mirror, a comb, and a brush. And another bigger mirror. Oh, maybe it's not a mirror. It's supposed to be a portrait of, I guess, her man, Maximus, that we could put in here. That's cute. Of course, her nose is a little dirty, but her eyelashes look really nice. And the dress, again, feels like really good quality. I love her little, I don't even know what this is called, handkerchief thingy. I'm very impressed and I'm very surprised. I was not expecting to like this so much, but these are really fun. Oh, I just get it now. It says Loves Snacks 5th Avenue instead of Saks 5th Avenue. Now, sadly, the Gorgeous Creatures collection did not really expand. We just got these initial 4 characters, and there were, I think, maybe a couple of accessory furniture sets that you could get. But shockingly, they did not turn out to be Mattel's most successful fashion doll. Next doll, another surprise. I did not label this one. Oh, this is a good one. So this is sort of going back to our Once Upon a Zombie and dolls that were inspired by Monster High. here we have Mystixx.
Mystixx Vampires. Днем девочки простые школьницы. Очаровашка талент. Спортивная Азра. Умница Калани, принцесса Сива. В сумерках не нужно оставаться обычной. Пора превращаться в Mystixx Vampires. Каждая кукла Mystixx Vampires продается отдельно.
Right here, we see our doll, and we see her face. She's facing us, but... What? In the back? She has another face? Yeah, these are the doll you can change the face of. We can change her from a girl to a vampire. Okay, so yes, here we can see she's a vampire with her vampire teeth. And then here we can see she's just a girl. Okay, this is fun. I'm not gonna lie. This looks fun. It looks maybe a little cheap. I'm excited. I think this is a fun, interesting concept. Oh my gosh, the top of this box is so dusty and dirty. Hold on. Ew, look at that. Look at how dusty and dirty this is. I mean, it's fine, but I'm gonna take her out of the box anyways. But I would like to display her back inside the box because, again, I think these are fun little like novelty pieces, and the packaging, it's like a little time capsule when you put it all together. So these are by Play Hut, and it came out in 2013, so that's like the same year as our Once Upon a Zombies, I think. Okay, there we go. Our box is a little more clean now, and there were a couple characters in this collection. Right here we have Talon, and these did not last very long. I think they only lasted about a year, but let's inspect this a little closer. So, right off the bat, I'm a little bored with the fact that, like, she doesn't come with anything. Like, there's no accessories except for, obviously, the hairbrush and the shoes, and then she has this wig. And the wig, you could swap out if you buy other dolls, I guess. There might have been other series where they came with other wigs and other hairstyles and other clothing pieces. You know, for the most part, I think these were meant to be more of a budget, maybe lower price point than Deluxe Monster High doll, for example. But they definitely look similar to Monster High in terms of like the bodies so far. I wonder if they came with doll stands, because it's like she has this hole in her back. And by the way, yeah, there's her other face. Yeah, it's definitely feels a lot like Monster High. They even have this like curved like anterior posture tilt going on, but there is some decent, well, there was supposed to be some decent articulation, right? Like it looks like their legs are supposed to bend. I'm not going to bend this one now because I don't want to break it. That's so annoying. That's cheap. I mean, that's fine. I'll glue it back together. She'll have a static leg that she can't bend. The arms look like they're supposed to bend too, same with the wrists, but at this point I don't want to risk it. What the main gimmick here though is that we can just do this. We can change the head, we can flip her head around, and she's got this. And the wig, if we take this hair off, the wig is looking very wiggy. Let me just see if this will pop off. Or does it not? Is it supposed to not pop off? Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah, that is so weird. Yeah, very bizarre. They've got two sets of ears. This is the vampire face. I like the eye makeup. And this is the girl face. Okay. And then, I mean, the outfit is fine. I like the pants. I like the pants a lot. And I like the button details up there on the pants. The shirt's okay. It's got the pink bow. And the wig is like kind of cheap. Oh, I think that's supposed to be the back, right? Because you can rotate the wig. So there's the front of the wig and then there's the back of the wig. And then you're supposed to hide her face with the back of the wig. So we should be able to brush this back. They come with a hairbrush, so that way you can do that. So let's try this out. Let me see. Let's pop the wig back on. There's like a hole in the top of her head where the wig just pops down, or it's supposed to pop down. It doesn't really stay now. The wig is still like really high up there. And then in the back, we can try to cover the face. The face that's back there. We can move the head and spin the wig. And now she is this glamorous looking vampire. Ooh, yeah, there we go. Yeah, overall, I am disappointed in the quality. It's a little underwhelming. It's an interesting idea. And we've definitely had lots and lots of dolls out there. Her hair is shedding so much. There's lots of dolls out there that have a change the face gimmick where you can like swap their whole head, or you can like remove the face plate. But, you know, this is just so bizarre to me. I can't say that I'm really loving these. And yeah, the wigs like don't really, like, it's like they're still lifted like a couple inches off her.
And I was
just a wig that doesn't sit off my head 3 inches.
I do like the face. I think the face is nice, but that's mystixx, the doll you can change the face of. Okay, so our last doll had 2 faces. Our next doll has no face, and we're supposed to color on our own faces. This, of course, is What's Her Face.
Can you guess the funnest place to step and draw on what's her face? Spaghetty place. On it, coolness, sweet and glam. 10 steppers for eyes and smiles. Expressions with lots of style. Fun outfits you can decorate. Bold markers and such cute shapes. Cool hairstyles that change colors. One streak it to another. She's What's Her Face. Each doll sold separately.
Now, I actually have one new in box right here, and I'm going to keep her new in box, but I just want to show you the packaging before we get started with these other 2. These are by Mattel. This one came out in the year 2001, and right here we see the doll with no face. She's luckily got sunglasses on. And then here we see what you can do with the markers and all the different stamps that they come with. So essentially you're supposed to color on these stamps and create a face. And there were some outfit changing features too. And they also have wigs, just like our mystixx dolls that we just looked at. So I've got 2 different ones right here. I have this one, who I love, in the red, but it's like pleather and it's starting to chip and flake. And then this one also is like pleather. It's the same girl as here, who I love. Her cotton candy pink and blue hair color is so cool. So we'll try to give both of them faces. I do have some accessories for both of them. So we've got our little stamps, and it looks like some of the markers might be working. So we're gonna start with this girl, and I apologize that I don't have an overhead camera so you can see what I'm doing, but this is what we're doing. I already did wipe down her face because I did buy these secondhand. They were dirty, so I wiped off her face to try to get it clean. Now we've got this. So this is our guide. So I'm gonna set this on her face just like this, and essentially we're supposed to take these stamps and line them up inside of our guide. But first, obviously, we have to color on these stamps. Okay, I think these 2 would look good together. It's like she's got stars in her pupils, so we'll do these. And I'm gonna color it black. I think the marker is still working. It's not very opaque. I'm afraid it's really not gonna work. It's not gonna do anything. We're not going to use the markers they gave us. I'm gonna use my own acrylic markers. Okay, so I've got my markers right here. Let's do red first. We'll do her lips, her mouth first, okay? So I'm gonna put this back. Let me find a mouth. I'm gonna try this one. It just looks like, I don't know, a full lip look. So here we go. Okay, it is colored, and I hope it will transfer. Let's try this now. I don't know if we're supposed to hold it for a couple seconds. I doubt it. Let's see. Oh, okay. Yeah, we've got that. I feel like I need to color it in a little more. I'm just gonna try to go for it, but I'm not good at doing face paints. Maybe we could do this light pink. That kind of feels like it matches the vibe. So I'm just gonna color in the lips around the red liner. Okay, so this is the vibe so far. Let's move on to one of the eyes. I'm gonna start with this one. This is, again, the little star. And we will take our black, and I just wanna make sure that it is wet. Now, I will punch this down into her face like this. I, again, apologize that I'm not really able to show you a good idea of what's happening. And then we can lift this off, and, oops. Okay, we got most of it. Yeah, this is what we got. I feel like I need to do it again, but I feel like if I do it again, it's not gonna land in the same place it landed in the first time, you know what I mean? That's as good as the eye's gonna get. Now I'm gonna color the eye in with a green marker, because that's sort of close to what they had over here, okay? Ooh, and then I should take a white marker to fill in the other part of her eye. The tip on my white marker is like not thin enough. Oh gosh, it looks horrible. It looks horrible. Okay, let's try the next eye. Yeah, this is kind of fun, but kind of stressful. Let's hope this works. Okay, this one came out a little better, I think. Just the stamp right off the bat. Okay, our second eye is finished, and she doesn't look good. She doesn't look cute. Let's put her hair on. Here we go. Yeah, I can see why these did not last. and why they were ultimately discontinued, because it's just like, it's tough to make them look good. Also, I wish they had noses. It would have been fine to just give them a nose, you know, just a nose, just like a little bump here for the nose. I can't imagine any kid was able to get these faces looking good. Since this was kind of a flop, I'm not even gonna bother doing anything to her face. I'm gonna have to work on my painting skills and drawing skills, and then I'd like to revisit this and try to make it just look cleaner, more neat. That's what's her face. Okay, there we go. These are our bizarre, strange, and unusual, and unique dolls. You'll have to let me know which one you think is the most strange and which one you think is the least strange. In my opinion, the weirdest, most bizarre might have to be Kiki, the fashion tiki, or Little Miss Gorgeous Creature, but I was actually very impressed with Gorgeous Creatures. I think the thing that disappointed me the most was mystixx. I'm also so excited about Miss Bild Lilli right here. Now, I do have a whole nother list of more weird, unusual, and bizarre dolls, so if you'd like to see that, let me know, and we can do a part 2. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you next time. Bye!